You don't have to adjust your sets. It's actually me. It's been a while since I've actually done anything, and so I'm a little surprised myself that I'm filming, but I figured, well, I have a trip coming up and I'm doing some stuff, so I thought maybe I would share it with you. Obviously, I'm in the Sprinter. It's empty and unpacked because I'm not leaving yet. But in June, I am going on a trip, again, up to the Pacific Northwest to see family and making a complete road trip out of it. So I'll be gone for probably about 3 weeks. Just in time to escape the Arizona heat and go to a beautiful part of the country. And then there's the whole family thing. So I guess that's something. But I figured while I'm at it, I'm about to go run some errands. I drive the van around periodically just to keep it limber. And I just thought I would share with you what I'm doing. So before I go, there are some things that I want to do in the van. I haven't really done a whole lot. I've done some cosmetic things, like I've replaced all of the brown screw caps with metal screw caps. That was kind of an involved project just because I had to take everything off and replace them one at a time. I had to source the screws and the covers. I mean, it was a little more involved than what you would expect. I also installed the privacy panel there with some spare bamboo that I had from the original build. That is attached to the wall with, these are glass shelf brackets. So this is something that you would mount on the wall in your bathroom and then put a glass shelf on it. But they work really well with this bamboo. And then I have some rubber trim just to clean it up a little bit. But I did sand and polish the edge here. And then it's attached to the bed platform. And then I also, where is it? There it is. I installed a support just to keep the bed platform from flexing. This is an aluminum frame and it's pretty beefy, but it can still flex. And so I noticed that when you got on the bed, it was flexing and pulling this away from the wall. So now I've supported that and that doesn't happen anymore. And the bed actually feels a lot better with that support there. And it protects the batteries a little bit. The batteries are down there. I don't know if you can see them, but the battery packs. I'm still using the Bluettis and they work fine. Okay, here's something else that I did. The toilet box used to live right here, kind of in front of the door. Well, you see it's not there anymore. And it's tucked up underneath the bed. Now there's still enough of it sticking out to step on to get up onto the bed, but it's on a rail now. I found some really heavy duty floor rails, and let's see if I can do this with one hand. So there's a latch here. There it is. That allows it to stop and be held in place. So here's this, and it slides out. The rails themselves are supposed to hold like 500 pounds or something. They're super heavy duty. And then, yeah, it's in there. And then when you're done, it just slides back. It goes into place like that. And then I have a pin to do that. I actually made this part. One of the ways that I've been keeping myself occupied is I started, it's running into everything. I started a business as a hobby, 3D printing stuff, and it turned out to be a full-time job. It's been crazy busy, and so that's one of the reasons that I'm getting away. I need a break. For a year and a half, I haven't had really a day off. So with that said, it's time to get away. And so here's one of the other things that I did. Underneath here is where all of the stuff is for the sink. I'm sorry I don't have any lights on in here right now, but I've got a water jug here that's got a hose connected to the water pump. I've got an electric water pump underneath there, along with a motion sensing faucet. Hopefully that's in frame. So, oh, and then there's my fridge still. One of the ideas behind my build was to make it as simple and flexible as possible. So for instance, the sink, when it drains, goes into like a jerry can kind of thing in the back of the van, which I can then just unplug. I've got quick disconnects, and I can take the jug out and empty it out. The toilet obviously is self-contained, so it empties separately. I don't have any gray tanks or black tanks other than the jerry can in the back. So originally I had a 5-gallon can for the fresh water up here underneath the sink, and I decided, well, if I'm going to be gone for a while, let's upgrade that a little bit. So I found a 7-gallon jug, and I thought, well, I mean, that's an improvement, so we'll do that. So I put that in. But the reality is, and one of the things that I notice about RVs and van builds and stuff in general, is the way that you envision it originally and then the way you actually use it are usually two completely different things. So for instance, when I first bought the Hymer, I was like, well, it's got a bathroom, this is awesome, and a shower and everything else. And then I found out that I didn't really even use it, at least not like that. So that's why there's no bathroom in here. There's just the portable toilet and a sink, because that's really all I use. Well, the same thing applies to the water supply. I don't take the jug out, which was the intent, to be able to take it out easily, unclip it, fill it up, bring it back in. And I don't do that. So I just ordered, and it'll be here next week. Well, this Friday, I guess. I'm doing an actual freshwater tank. I have limited space, and I want to keep it inside. So it's only a 12-gallon tank, but it's still 12 gallons, not 5 or 7. And I think that 12 gallons of water will last me for a long time, because I don't drink it. I just use it for rinsing things out, or, I mean, I might use it to brush my teeth or something, but it depends on how long it's been in there too. So I decided to go ahead and just put in an actual fixed water tank. I think this is probably, it's enough of an upgrade that it'll be worth it. So today, so I've got the tank coming and then the hose for it. Well, you have to be able to fill it. So I have a marine style water fill port with a 45-degree angle. So I'll be able to cut that into the cabinet here up above. And I already have one of those spout things that you get for water jugs and things like that. So I can, and it's got a cap too, without a key, so that's nice. And I can just open it up, pour some water in there, a gallon at a time, or whatever I end up doing. But I don't really anticipate having to do that very often. The first fill, I'll be at home, so I can use like the 7-gallon jerry can that's in here. I can use that to fill the tank originally. But once I'm on the road, I don't think it'll be an issue. And I think I'll feel better about it. So that's what I'm doing. So with that, I'm going to go run my errands. I just wanted to put something together, and FedEx is here. And just tell you that I'm still out here and doing stuff, and I've got this to work with. And trip is in June, probably leaving about the 8th. So I will at least see you then. I'll do something. Till next time.